You're listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.
It is What's Hot with Shamai Cook. I am Shamai Cook. I got my guest co-host Ken LaVinci in here with me. How you doing, Kendo?
I'm good.
That's good. And we got a special guest today on the show. He is the executive director of Student Access and Success. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Mr. Dekendrick Murray. How you doing, Mr. Murray?
Doing pretty good. Thank you guys for having me today.
Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate your time. I was trying to have you on last semester,
yes.
But schedules are crazy, and I'm glad that you are here for this semester. I greatly appreciate your time. Let's start off this. So, as the executive director of Student Access and Success, you ensure access for students who have physical and mental disabilities. What made you want to have a career in higher ed where you help non-tradition students? What made you want to have a career like this in higher ed?
Yeah. So a little bit of backstory. Again, my name is Dekendrick Murray. I serve as the executive director for Student Access and Success.
Yeah.
From a small city called Quincy, Florida, about this big.
Wow.
All of 7,000 people. Mom raised me, 2 sisters, 3 cousins, 3-bedroom trailer, $28,000.
Wow.
So, I come from, like I said, limited income background, but also first generation college student. One of the fun facts is that me and my mom were actually in college at the same time.
Wow.
And so that was like a really cool experience for us. And so me, when I was in high school, actually in middle school too, I was a part of TRIO programs.
Okay.
I participated in TRIO programs then. They ended up helping me get into the University of Florida, got a full-ride scholarship from an undergrad degree. And I said I wanted to work for it. So I taught for a little bit. I was a math teacher, fun fact.
Okay.
I think many students know that. So if you need a little bit of help with math, I can do a little bit of something.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, you know. But I was a math teacher, and then I wanted to go into the profession full-time.
Gotcha.
So began working with federally funded TRIO programs, started specializing, helping students who may have had different diagnoses, academic support needs, and it has just kind of continued at Central. And so, I've been blessed to be able to kind of grow within my role, starting as the director for student accessibility services, and only overseeing, accessibility services, and then now overseeing first generation student success, our 2 TRIO Upward Bound programs helping our high school students, and then also our TRIO student access program. So
My question for you is, what are some budgeting tips you would give to college students?
Ooh, yes. Okay, so number 1, I would say if you are a freshman, do not get a credit card.
Why? Okay, why you say that? Because I got a credit card as soon as I turned 18. So
why
would you say that?
I would say this. So unless you are a responsible freshman, we'll say that.
Okay,
right?
fair.
One of the things that happened to me during my freshman year of college is I got a credit card, and so not coming from much money, right?
Yeah.
Not having had that experience, I didn't have any budgeting experience. I maxed out my credit card my very first semester.
What?
And I was eating ramen at the end of the semester, holding on, just trying to make sure I got to Christmas break.
Okay.
And so, I would say, if you are not financially responsible, and you know yourself by now, you know what I'm saying? Don't get that credit card freshman year.
Yeah.
But 2, save, so every little bit of money you get, if you get a refund check, I encourage you to put something to the side. It doesn't have to be your whole refund check, but at least, a couple 20s there, a couple hundreds there.
Okay.
And before you know it, you can do some amazing stuff. Like I bought my first car while I was in college.
Oh, look at you.
Because I put some money to the side. My mom said, hey, I'll match this. And I was able to go ahead and purchase my first car my junior year of college. So, I definitely encourage you all to kind of save a little bit. And then I would also say utilize your resources. There are so many community resources that are here to help you all with managing finances, including even our office. We host financial literacy workshops all the time, budgeting, savings, investing, all of those kind of things. And think about the thing at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes, people tell you follow your heart, do this. Oh, it's just $5, it's just $10. But the Starbucks add up.
They do.
It add up.
They do.
For real.
And those Ubers too.
Exactly. No, literally, guys, I tell you, like last year. So last year I decided I was going to take an Uber to work sometime, stuff like that, right? I did it for like a full month. I measured how much money I ended up spending. I spent $800 for that month on Uber alone.
$800?
Getting
That's
to
almost
and from
half
work.
my rent.
Exactly. It was. I was like, I might as well just go ahead and get a car.
Yeah.
So, because, you just want to make sure you're making financially responsible
That's
decisions.
crazy. Okay.
So I definitely encourage you to watch that movie.
Can you talk about, the TRIO program here at NCCU? How can it benefit first-gen students?
Yes. So, a little bit of context, we have 5 TRIO programs here at NCCU.
Yeah.
We have the TRIO Student Support Services Program located in University College under the direction of Miss Colleen Scott.
Mm-hmm.
We have the TRIO Ronald D. McNair Scholars Program located in Division of Student Affairs under the leadership of Dr. Drew Johnson. And then we have the TRIO Student Access Program located within Student Access and Success Programs, my unit, and I serve as the director for that, as well as our 2 TRIO Upward Bound programs. And all of these programs, specifically the 3 college programs, the first 3 I named, all give out scholarship money.
Yep.
All give out free opportunities. For example, we're about to take 20 students to Miami.
Can't wait.
Spring break.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Graduate schools. We're going to do some different workshops, different things and stuff like that. We've taken students to Atlanta on trips last year.
Yep.
Got a chance to go and just do a lot of exploration. And so it's, for us, our TRIO programs are really about exposure, right?
Yeah.
Giving students opportunities to kind of see the world, see different things. We're always taking, opportunities to try to see where we can take students.
Gotcha.
And just expose them to different things. I took my first plane ride because again, I come from low income home.
That's right.
So I took my first plane ride in my sophomore or junior year of college. I had never been on a plane before, and it was because of the McNair Scholars Program. I was a runner of the McNair Scholars Program when I was in college.
Wow.
And so I took my first plane ride. So, we're all about exposure and allowing students to basically see things that they may not have seen. I know when our students went to Atlanta, and last year they got a chance to go to I can't even think of the name of the restaurant, but it was in Atlanta, and it had the sky top, and it was just a floating not hotel but restaurant, and just kind of seeing the different exposures and experiences and getting dressed up nice and just really enjoying yourself.
Wow. You're like you mentioned that you were a TRIO program scholar alum. You're a 4-time TRIO alum. Does being an alumni make your job a little easier because you know what we're going through?
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you talk about that? How does that translate to your job today?
No, and honestly, it's the reason why I do my job.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted to, for my career, I wanted to work with students that I had similar backgrounds to, right?
Gotcha.
And kind of helping students kind of navigate college and just life in general. It's crazy. I was writing letters of recommendations last night for some students that I had worked with like a few years ago and different things and stuff of that nature. So, this isn't I just see you today and I'm done with you. This is like, hey, I'm committed to working with you.
You're stuck. We're stuck with you.
Yeah, basically, I can't tell you how many students have my cell phone number, personal cell phone number, work cell phone number, you name it. But it's all about helping students kind of get the support that they need to work through. And having been an alum myself, I kind of can see some of the stories. Even if my story is not the exact same, right? I can kind of relate to our students and say, hey, I understand. I had to drop a class once in college,
Gotcha.
It happens, I had a failing grade before. You're like, ooh, that ain't what I was looking for. But it happens, right?
Yeah.
And so kind of just that empathy of kind of, working with students and letting them know that you may face challenges in college. You may face challenges personally.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You're going to get through it.
Could you tell us where we could go to receive services for the TRIO program and mental health assistance?
Yes. Okay, so our TRIO programs are located in about 3 or 4 different spaces. But we are, right? So if you're looking for the TRIO Student Support Services Program, you're going to go to University College over in the Alexander Dunn building. If you're looking for the TRIO Ronald D. McNair Scholars Program, you're going to go to the ground floor of Annie Day Shepherd Residential Hall. If you're looking for the TRIO Student Access Program, you're going to go to the Williams Jones building. That's where Ms. B and Mr. Williams are located. Some great resources. Ms. Brielle McCadden.
She's been on the show. Yep.
Yes. She's super awesome. Yes. And then the TRIO Upward Bound programs are located in the bottom floor of the Student Services building.
Gotcha.
But each of those programs, again, all are doing different things. All have tons of resources. All will help students find resources.
Okay.
And even when it comes to mental health, we host workshops. We partner with the counseling center a lot as well too, and they're such a great resource. So I definitely encourage you to get on the counselor center's books if you haven't.
Gotcha.
And a side note to mental health is talking about accommodations, right? Because sometimes students don't know that they can receive accommodations if they are maybe having different things happen mentally.
Wow.
One of the highest diagnoses on campus here at Central is ADHD, right? And so a lot
I'm
of our
one of
students
them,
don't know that, right? And it's considered a quote unquote invisible diagnosis or invisible disability. So you wouldn't know that someone has ADHD just by seeing them, right? But what we find is that when we tell students that, hey, there are accommodations if you suffer from severe anxiety. There are accommodations if you suffer from chronic depression. They're more likely to come out and ask those questions and kind of get that support that might be available.
You're not just an educator and a person in higher ed. You're also an entrepreneur. You co-founded a biological science conference called I Dig Trio, correct?
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, it's so crazy. So I was walking back from a workshop with a colleague at the University of Florida, and she was telling me that she worked in biological sciences. And I said, oh, wow. She said, we specifically want to recruit diverse talent, first generation, low income, underrepresented students. And I said, oh, I have plenty of them,
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, maybe we can just host a workshop together where, my students get a chance to learn more about your program and stuff like that. Then it became, well, how about we turn this into like a day conference? Then it was I can turn this into a 2-day conference, and it just kind of grew and expanded, and now it's an international conference.
Oh, look at you.
We have people who from like Australia, New Zealand, places like that, logging in to participate in the conference.
Wow.
And learn all about biological sciences. I also do, speaking and different things like that to encourage the youth, young adults.
Gotcha.
Trainings with leadership teams and different universities and different things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I'm able to, it's not on my, it's not that I'm doing all day, during my week. But when I'm able to, I'll do different things like that to support other individuals out there. But yeah, that was definitely something that you just starts with an idea and you're like, man, that actually turned into something that is a lot bigger than you even expected it to. So
okay, so you just said that you used to work at University of Florida, your alma mater, and now
Gators.
Go Gators, and now you work at Central. And University of Florida is a PWI, and, and NCCU is a HBCU. Can you talk about the differences of culture when it comes to HBCU and PWI when it comes to working at those institutions?
Oh, yes, hands down. I always tell people, and this is one of the things when I talk to students and we're recruiting and different things and stuff of that nature. But it's something special. Love my alma mater. Did a lot for me, gave me a full ride, stuff like that. But it's something about our HBCU culture where I can walk out of my office door, hit a head nod with a student or hit a head nod with a faculty or staff, and it's just that unspoken understanding, right? Okay. It's like I recognize you, you recognize me. Yeah. It's something special about that, and that's just something you don't get every day at a PWI. You don't get that at a private. Sometimes at private schools that may not be HBCUs or different things and stuff like that. It's just a whole different kind of experience. And then of course the culture. I cannot tell you what my first experience was like going to a Central homecoming and having gone to my homecoming. And I walked in on Fried Chicken Wednesday in the cap, and I said, "Wait, what?
What is this?"
So the next year I had to come back in my suit because I had to be ready. I just didn't know how it was gonna shake down. So it was kind of like that awesome experience. And both of my sisters. So I went to University of Florida, but both of my sisters went to FAMU.
Okay.
So they had this HBCU experience, lived it, loved it.
Gotcha.
And I had even worked for PWI, worked for a private university before Jacksonville University, and I also worked for the community college level. So I kind of seen these various levels of colleges, but I had never worked for an HBCU. And so when I got to Central, I was like, okay, and before you know it, it kind of started to feel like home. And it's something about even the way that our campus is set up. Yes, we're sloping hills and verdant greens, but I like how, I can get to places sometimes even a lot quicker. Being at the University of Florida, I'd be walking a good 20-30 minutes sometimes if I'm trying to get from, this side of campus to get to the rec center or something like that. You're about to put in a little hike, or you're going to take the bus and, you can do that. But, so all those little things like that definitely are interesting. And this is, again, no slight to my alma mater because I love them. But I remember when I was in college, I want to say it was my sophomore or junior year, our homecoming fell in the same weekend as FAMU homecoming. And a lot of our students went to FAMU for the homecoming. So we had a good time. Shout out to FAMU. Had a great time. It was fun. But we definitely, we skipped out on homecoming that year. We was like, we'll catch y'all next year, UF. So definitely that culture piece is super awesome.
No, I love that. Thank you so much. Mr. Murray, first of all, before I let you go, what do you think, what is next for this program? What will you guys have coming up for students, especially a first gen and people with disabilities. What do you guys have next, and what services do you guys have for us?
Yeah, definitely. So if most people don't know too, is that we provide scholarships. So each year we're giving out like $45,000 in scholarships to students. So we're processing scholarships right now. That's item number one. Two, in April, we actually have a conference. It's called the TRIO Student Access and Success Conference, where we bring in TRIO students from all over the nation. We have people coming from like Oklahoma, and Kentucky, and Mississippi, and New York, and all these different places. So they get a chance to come out. That's going to take place April 4th through the 6th. We are also wrapping up auditions today. Today is the last day of auditions for the talent show that's taking place during that conference. And the winner gets $1,000.
And hopefully I could be a host for that as well.
Exactly. Yes. So Shemai's going to be one of our hosts for that as well.
Oh, good. He's made it publicly. I'm the host. Yes.
And so it's going to be a cool, awesome experience. They've been running auditions for the past 3 days.
Okay.
If you do want to submit a video audition, you do have until 11:59 p.m. Tonight, it has to be sent to firstgen@nccu.edu. So firstgen@nccu.edu. You get your video in, you can be considered for that. Again, the winner is getting $1,000. We've had some awesome auditions. I was looking at them. I was talking to my wife about it. She was like, "Man, y'all having the BET Awards," and I was like, "It just might be. It just might be better." You know,
hopefully, it's televised and hopefully it's G-rated. Right, because the BET Awards nowadays is
right. Oh yeah, we're gonna be real G-rated. We have we have 9th graders through collegiate.
Oh Lord, I thought this was just college. This is everybody.
Yeah, so
this is gonna be great. I can't wait to get into this.
So it's gonna be super fun. They're working on a glow party for them, all that kind of stuff.
Food,
of course, free food.
All my own dressing room.
Maybe we'll see. So you got that piece set up, and then in the summer we do a few summer programs. Then incoming freshmen, we do like a summer program for them, as well as for our college students. We do something called the Summer Leadership Academy.
Gotcha.
So 3 weeks of virtual workshops. You literally log in 1 day a week. Either a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You attend that workshop for 3 weeks, and then we give out scholarship money after that as well too. So tons of money opportunities. We're about to get ready to rewrite some of our current grants, write some more grants. So yeah, that's the season right now, and I just hope that you all have listened and learned something, and just stop by. If there's questions that y'all have, if you're navigating the college experience, you just want to talk. Feel free to stop by and see us. I'm in Student Services G18. So.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Murray. I really, for future Dr. Murray, he's in getting his doctorate.
On the way to be the doctor.
Yes. So major props to you. Thank you so much for coming on. It's What's Up with Shemai Cook. Up next is the hot question of the day.
You're listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.